Hey everybody, today we're going to start the first recipe of the latest shipment that we got. So there's going to be Late Summer Beef Bolognese with tomatoes and crispy garlic bread. As always, a little bit of, hey, this is what it should be, this is what it looks like, here's some pictures of the ingredients, and here's the ingredients and the knickknacks. Well, I busted out the knickknacks. That's these guys here. So you got some parm, some butter, and some crème fraîche. Then going over the ingredients just real fast. We've got some ground beef, we've got a baguette, some linguine, those tomatoes, these are multicolored cherry tomatoes, onion. It's calling for 4 cloves of garlic. They actually gave us a full head of garlic, but we only need 4. Fresh basil, and 1 carrot. Crushed tomatoes. Typically we're going to be needing salt and pepper. When I'm cooking, I tend to use kosher or sea salt. We also tend to seem to be using olive oil, so I have my olive oil ready. Other than that, I'm going to use a pan and chopping and some knives and a peeler. So let's get started. I had quartered up these, diced these up, took these off the stems, and diced this up, minced the garlic, and got the butter over there. So let's go ahead and step on over there. We're going to put some butter in here. We're going to put it on medium-high. So for me, that's between the 5 and the 6. Butter goes in the pot. We're going to melt that down, and then we'll add in the garlic, and we'll saute that down. We're going to make basically the garlic butter and the cheese to put on top of our bread, and then we'll bake that to make a garlic cheese bread. Butter's melted down. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, half the garlic, 2-3 minutes, soften this up, and then we'll take it off the heat. Garlic has cooked for 2 minutes in the butter, salt, and pepper mixture. You can see it's browned up the garlic and butter. We're going to take half of this cheese, of grated Parmesan. Okay, that's about half. Should become like a nice paste. Smells very fragrant. A couple of things that happened while you guys were away. I've got salted water boiling on the back burner, and I've preheated the oven to 450 degrees. Now I'm getting ready to prep my pan for the meat. So I'm going to put some olive oil in the pan, about a tablespoon. Beef, but we want to get this oil up to heat first, and then we'll put the beef into the pan. We'll combine everything up. Get the ground beef out of this and into the pan. This will cook quick. We're just going to brown the meat. Alright, so our ground beef is nice and browned. I did season that with a little bit of the old salt and, of course, black pepper. We're going to hit it again here in a second. Directions say that once we get it browned up, and you can see that it is pretty thoroughly browned up, it's time to start combining stuff to make our sauce. So we're going to put in the carrot, all of that onion, the remaining half the garlic, which is about 2 cloves. Alright, we're going to mix this up. This is going to go for about 3-4 minutes again. We're softening the onion and the carrots. And then we'll be going to the next step for the sauce. So check back in 3 to 4. Into the pot with this crushed tomato sauce. Let's hit this with another round of salt and pepper. A little bit of black pepper. A bit of salt. This is basically going to be our pasta sauce. 5 to 6 minutes on this. The bread's here. This is our buttery Parmesan garlic. So we're just going to divvy it up and then I'll spread it out. Just going to give it a good spread around. This is going to go into the oven now. Remember, we preheated to 450. 8 minutes for the bread. Alright, so the sauce is coming along nice. It's thickened up a bit with that crushed tomato sauce. The water is boiling really well. And I'm about 3.5 minutes in on the garlic bread, so time to take our pasta. And we're just going to slowly and gently take it apart so that we don't have sticky pasta, because that's no good. This will cook very quickly too, by the way, like 3 minutes. Pasta has been on for 2.5 minutes. And if you're wondering why I'm trying to be serving, I want some of that water. About 3/4 of a cup of that water is what we're going to take with us. That's going to go into the sauce. So, first things first. About 3/4. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. We'll set that aside. Then we'll set this one up. And this will get empty. This is what we're going to combine. Half of this sauce is going to go into this pot. Set that back there so we don't keep cooking. That's that. That water that we just reserved into the pot. Pasta we just pulled. Bring back to the pot. All done. And now we're going to mix this up. The rest of the sauce is going to go into our pot. Okay, so you can see that we're mixing our sauce hopefully into our pasta a bit. And I pulled the bread out. So thing we need to do while it's on heat is get our cherry tomatoes in there. We added. We're only going to be hitting this for about a minute or two. This is that fresh basil. Chop it at the last second so that you get all the nice fragrance of it into our sauce. Basil into the pot. Okay, the last step is to get the crème fraîche in here. It's going to give it a little creamy texture. And we'll just give that a once around. A little bit of the pasta bolognese, a little bit of the bread, and there you have it, pasta bolognese with the homemade garlic cheese bread. We'll let you know how it tastes. I would say that was a pretty tasty sauce. It's better than the last bolognese that we had. Everything else was good. I think that we enjoyed it. The cherry tomatoes had a nice texture. Do me a favor, if you like the video, please give me the thumbs up below. Give me any comments about this one or any of the videos that I have. Subscribe to my channel, share it to the world, and do me a favor and check back often, because we will have another video coming soon. There was a second meal in this delivery. Thanks.